I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Bernadette Nixon. She is CEO at Algolia. Bernadette, it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, before we get started, just a quick note to our viewers. This interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, so Bernadette, across industries, it's taking more to gain customers' attention. Are there any technologies or trends you think retailers should be aware of that could give them a competitive edge?
Sure, I mean, retail is the largest single segment that we service. And one of the things that we see is that there's a shift between us as humans wanting to be known and now expecting to be known and understood as we go through that journey. Frankly, we've always wanted to be, but the tech just never could get it right for us. So now what we're seeing is we want a personalized journey. 91% of us say we're more likely to buy if somebody knows us, remembers us, and gives us great recommendations. So as a consequence, that's been easy to do if we're all known to all of the brands that we shop with. But if you're a first-time shopper there, or you're an infrequent visitor to that site, how does that site personalize to you? It's been impossible. That's now changed. And it's changed with real-time AI personalization, where you can, in the session, when you and I are browsing or shopping, we can personalize to you. And so, that's a big breakthrough that I think any retailer needs to be focusing on. Plus, I think the other aspect is choose not to fight through the clutter. Just service what is coming to you naturally with the long tail queries. I was looking for hardwood flooring recently, and all the colors were too dark. I wanted something more like this, something light and airy. Couldn't find it. I did a search for blonde hardwood flooring. That's a long tail query, meaning there's not a huge volume for that search term, but all of those long tail queries add up to be 50 or 70% of a retailer's revenue. Just service what is coming to you. Now, you need the right technology. You need natural language search, and you need the capability with AI to get at the intent behind what we say in a search box. That's what we're doing with Algolia Neural Search. And those two things, I think, are two things that every retailer should be looking at. Personalized AI search, and then how do you service your long tail?
Okay. All right, now, so retailers are reprioritizing their 2023 budgets and investments. How can retailers make the most out of their budgets while looking for new ways to convert customers and improve the e-commerce user experience?
Yeah, so it's interesting. When you look at the economy, ad spend has gone down. So it was 11% of revenue before the pandemic. It's coming back up to approach 9%, so still not back where it was. And that has led retailers to lean into their organic search. But what many retailers don't optimize for is there is a symbiotic relationship between how Google or any search engine ranks you in their organic results and how good your search and discovery or your navigation and browse experience is for your customer on your site. Because if you or I click on an organic link in Google, it puts us in a website, a retail website, and if we bounce straight out, you're dinged for that as the retailer. Whereas if we're easily able to navigate to what we want, find it in the search bar really easily, if we don't have exactly what we're looking for in that initial search, you get rewarded for that. Google and all of the search engines reward you for that. But because search is handled by a different team than SEO, they don't often or always collaborate. So there is a great way to optimize your organic search by ensuring that you have fantastic search and discovery on your own website. And that will pay dividends in your rankings, organic rankings on the search engines.
Okay. All right, and finally, Bernadette, how can AI technologies help retailers to continuously adapt to changing consumer behavior and expectations?
I don't think I can go anywhere lately without a generative AI or a ChatGPT conversation. So I'll key off that for this one. So it's interesting. If we stay with the e-commerce example, when you're looking for something specific to buy, then you don't want somebody generating the ideal Louis Vuitton purse that is perfect for you if you can't click buy. So there's a difference and there's a place for generative AI and more retrieval-based AI. So, for example, we have a customer and they have a bunch of recipes on their sites, and instead of having their own people generate and come up with creative ideas for recipes, they want generative AI to come up with new great ideas for recipes, and then we retrieve them. So, you know, there's a good relationship, I think, between all the hype about generative AI right now and then the fit with retrieval AI that you get in your search engines, or if you have an AI search engine like we do.
All right, well, Bernadette, wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
Thank you so much.